Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now, some of y'all up too late. Catch the Closet Chronicles. I'm still trapped in the closet. And I'm thinking about doing me some songs since R. Kelly locked up. And just because, my office still ain't set up yet. Really ain't doing nothing too special in my office, just kind of painting the wall. But, waiting for my desk to come in and stuff like that. But wanted to pop in because I think I missed a video yesterday. And I've been getting a lot of questions and kind of going through them and just kind of seeing, I'll say, hey, let me read a few comments and see what the questions are out there. A lot of beg to differ spirits, but everybody have an opinion. Everybody trying to wrap their head around things. And what you have to realize is you're never gonna fully understand a man if you're a woman, and a man will never fully understand a woman. And you also have to understand that not every message can be woven together. You got to take each message and it stands alone, because not everything applies to everybody. So it's like when you're reading the Bible, even the Bible contradicts itself if you try to put it all together. It's everything is written in a different context, in a different time, in a different region of the world. So in a whole different period. So you can't merge the Old Testament with the New Testament. The same thing happens with relationship videos. Like, I may say one thing on this video because it's speaking to a specific situation, and then say another thing on another video and it's speaking to a totally different situation, and those two things may contradict. So you kind of have to get out of the spirit of beg to differ and get to the place to understand that I'm not here to bring confusion but clarity. I'm here to bring clarity, and I'm here to help you with this. And if it don't make sense, then either you haven't lived through it yet, it's not time for it to make sense. See, some things not going to make sense until you cross those roads. When you come to that road, now the directions that you received a year ago all of a sudden make sense. But before, you like, oh man, he said go in the roundabout and take the third exit of the roundabout and then do a U-turn. That sounds like I'm gonna end up in the same place. You thinking of it like that, but when you get to that road and you have to do that, then you're like, oh, that's what he meant because of this. So understand that, stop trying to wrap your mind around every single thing. And this why a lot of people don't, not a lot of people, but this why some people don't believe in God. This why some people don't, have a religion. And it's because they want to make sense of every single thing. And if you could make sense of all of it, then you wouldn't need it. There would be no need for faith. There would be no need to believe in something bigger than you if you can fully understand and comprehend every single aspect of it. Certain things just take you trusting the process and understanding. Now, a lady asked me about, men who say they don't believe in marriage. And I talked about this, I believe, in some videos. And I want you to understand this. Everybody has their own belief system, but you have to ask yourself, what do you believe? What does your heart want? So if you want to be married, then that's all that matters. If you believe that you want to go down to the courthouse and get on paper that you married until death do us part and sign the dotted line, then you cannot compromise that, because that's also rooted in your belief system. And what you have to understand is the Bible say obey the laws of the land. So what that means is, yes, marijuana may be a plant that come from the ground that God created, and it is a leaf. But if the law say it's illegal, then if you smoking it and it's illegal, then you in sin. You see what I mean? So if God say you need that adultery is a sin, and the opposite of adultery is to be faithful in your marriage, and if marriage is only recognized in your state by a certificate signed and under the state, then your marriage does not exist. If the state don't say you married because you didn't go through the proper steps, then that means you are not married. Ain't no we gonna get in our closet and if we just talk to God and we say, Lord, thank you for being here, because where you say 2 or 3 are gathered together in your name, that you will be in the midst. And so, Lord, because we believe in you, we want to say our vows and we will be married before you, but not before the state, because that's a trick of the government. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. The government don't get nothing more. Let me tell you what the government do. All right, married, okay, single, stimulus check. You can only make up to $99,000 to get that stimulus check. Married, all right, or $75,000. One of them. Married, you can make up to $150,000. So guess what? A lot of married people who filing joint, it might be one person making 100, 110. The other person, or 99, 500, and the other person might be making 30 or 40. Now, if that one was single, wouldn't have got that stimulus. You see what I mean? But being married, now you got extra room. Now you got the benefit. So you know what? Guess what? A lot of married couples got that who over 100K, but yet still under 150, got a stimulus. And technically, when you making that much money, you might not need the stimulus. If you making $149,000 and $100, $149, $100. But guess what? Because you married, and guess what? That $149, it might be one person making it, and the other person is a homemaker, stay-at-home dad or stay-at-home mom. But guess what? Now that $149 by itself, zip nada, zilch zilch, zero, whichever way you say it, whatever your Zero, Spanish, French. But guess what? That $149 and they spouse and they file joint, $149 stimulus. You see what I'm saying? It's benefits the marriage. So it ain't that the government ain't taxing me more because I'm married. The government ain't saying, hey, you got to pay a marriage tax. The government ain't saying, hey, you married, you got to take a 13-hour recertification class every year. The government ain't saying, oh, you married, we finna charge you more for your car. We finna charge you more for your house. You're not getting penalized for being married. It's benefits for being married. You see what I'm telling you? So listen, if you are a believer, this, and I'm talking to believers on this, because see, being married for a believer, for me as a Christian, I needed to get married to get out of sin, because I love my wife the same way. I could have stayed unmarried if I wasn't a believer. But me being a believer and believing that adultery is a sin, I needed to be married. So listen to me. Ain't no compromising that. Especially if you're a believer. Ain't no compromising that. So understand that. And don't let somebody come with all they conspiracy theories. You know, I got conspiracy theories too, but I know where to hold them at. You know, I know to keep it to myself a lot of times. I know what to say, what not to say. You know, my wife, she always jokes. She say, man, when you get 70, you're going to have tinfoil on your head, talking about the government tapping your house and your phone and your car. She be teasing me because I be always talking about my phone tap because it be getting hot. But then she'll Google and show me that the iPhone 10 battery run hot. And that's why my phone burning up. But I Google and see how to know your phone tap, and it'll say your phone hot. And I be hearing little stuff. I'm like, man, my phone tap, man. They trying to see if I'm really faithful. I'm like, man, you see how they did Martin Luther King and tried to expose the man and talking about he doing all this and that. I say they probably be trying to. So sometimes I be sitting there talking to my phone. Yeah, whoever got my phone tapped, the feds on you. I be talking to my phone when I'm by myself. And I'm telling y'all this because I ain't ashamed, about how sometimes I be a little gone. Because when you a thinker, sometimes you gonna outthink yourself. Sometimes you gonna overthink yourself. But listen to me. You have to know your standards. Don't let nobody come in your life with all of these conspiracy theories and all of these this, that, and third, and then talking you out your common sense, talking you out of your beliefs. So if you want to be married, that's a non-negotiable because that's your belief system. If you want to save yourself until marriage, that's your belief system. Now, I teach and condone saving yourself to marriage. The reason why is because I did not do it. I did not do it. And a lot of people want to pat themselves on the back because they met somebody and then they waited until marriage, but before that person, they had been sleeping around. Loose booty 901, men and women. But, and congratulations. Congratulations. Here go cookie. All right, here go a cookie for saving yourself for them 6 weeks or them 6 months till y'all got married. And then now y'all done got married so fast, y'all don't even know each other. That sex old, it's stinking, and now you like, who did I marry? Why? You like a squirrel chasing a nut. You was a squirrel chasing a nut. You want to get to it so fast that you done jumped into something and you don't even know the person because you were so full of lust. So you got to understand, if your heart desires to wait to marriage, make sure it's for the right reason. Make sure it's not just to bait a man. Make sure it's not just to get a cookie, just to get brownie points, to get you a brownie. You see what I'm saying? Some people want to do something just because they want to be patted on the back. Hey, good job. Hey, good job. Whoa, you did that. Oh, you waited. And sometimes people tell me, and this again, when you try to put everything together, some people will tell me, well, Tony, how are you condemning sleeping with someone before marriage when you did it? Because I did it. Because I know what it feels like. Because I know how dangerous it could be. I know how toxic it could be. I know what soul ties feel like. That's like asking a drug dealer, why you telling the youth not to sell drugs when you sold drugs? People, that's the kind of question people ask. Because he know it's dangerous? Because he know it's a waste of your talent? It's a waste of your purpose? And that's why you should not do it? So that's why I don't condone it, because I understand I'm an exception to the rule. But when you look at the masses who are just, all right, on their bike, 99% of the time their relationship's failing. So what I'm saying is come in with a clear heart, clear mind, and stick to your standards. Stick to your belief system. So if you believe you need to wait until marriage, if you believe you need to be married instead of just common law relationship, whatever that means. I think that's where you living together and all that for a long time without being married. But if you believe you need to be married, get married. If you got a conviction in your heart of what God done gave you, what God done told you to do it. Don't worry about it. And see, this is the thing. You have to be reminded. You got to remember the foundational beliefs. If somebody you're dating wants you to change the foundation of your beliefs, then that's not the person for you. Marriage, having children, whether you want to spank the children or not, whether you want to go to church or not, whether you want to vote or not, whether you going to have your religion or not, how you save or spend money, those are foundational beliefs. Life is built on or around those things. So those things you got to have in common. See, if my wife order a pizza, let me help you understand it. If my wife order a pizza, she'll order a vegetable pizza. It got onions, bell peppers, mushroom, and olives. Now you let me order a pizza. It got pepperoni, bacon, ham. You hear me? If my wife want to have a fun day out, she want to get on a roller coaster. If I want to have a fun day out, I want to go to dinner and a movie. If we going to a theme park, I want to be there about 6 to 8 hours. She want to be there 17 hours. I ain't exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. We got up 6 a.m. Get to go in the park early because we were staying at the hotel. Get in the park 8 a.m. Park closed at midnight. So that was 8 to 8 is 12. Park closed at midnight. 12 plus 4, that's 16. Got up at 6. That's 18-hour day. My foot looked like Dumbo, the elephant foot. I couldn't walk. I had to have somebody carry me almost. But we completely different. My wife, she putting on some handles on the cabinets in the kitchen. It was hard to get the screw in. So me, I screwed in the top. It was tight. The bottom, no screw in it, but it wasn't moving. That's fine for me. Her, it got to have a screw in the top, got to have a screw in the bottom. I'm like, baby, if it's hard to get in it, well, how about you just super glue it and just stick it on there? You see what I mean? Me, I cut corners. I cut corners just like how I'm doing this little raggedy video. Ain't got no light set up in here. You know, I don't do no editing. See, I cut corners. Her, she a perfectionist. So guess what? In every aspect, we totally different. I come from nastiness because we weren't really raised. Me and my family, you know, we were raised, but we hung out together, me and my cousin. So we were nasty. We were nasty because my cousin, mama, had nasty magazines. So we were nasty. 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, we out there turned up. My wife, she couldn't even date till college. So me, I'm nasty. Her, she very conservative. We completely opposite in almost every single area. But you know what? We both believe in spare the rod, spoil the child. We got the same political views. We got the same religion. We spend money the same way, meaning bad when we want to spend it bad and good when we want to save. But we see eye to eye on the foundational things that matter. So let me tell you this. Anytime whatsoever, you dating someone and you come to a crossroad, if this is something that is foundational, that you will build your life upon. See, we're not building our life upon the type of pizza we like or what we consider a beautiful, fun-filled day. You don't build your life upon that. You build your life upon your belief system, your religion, your faith, your morals, your values. You see what I mean? Peace ain't got nothing to do with morals and values. Roller coasters versus movie ain't got nothing to do with morals or values. And that's what people don't understand. So y'all going in relationships, all right, 20% left on my battery. I got to go. Got 20% left. Y'all going in relationships, and I remember coaching a woman, and she said, well, the man that I get with, he has to love classical music. Now, this is about a decade ago, so she probably don't follow me no more because I probably hurt her feelings. I said, ma'am, okay. Now, all right. Now, you're African American, right? Yeah, I'm African American. I said, okay, you know the origins of classical music? And just how many African American men you think grew up on classical music and listen to classical music? And what does that matter? I said, why can't you introduce him to classical music? I say, because if he like classical music, y'all gonna be sitting up there all night arguing about Beethoven and Shapiro and Symphonite and, Lucenite and who hit the right keys. Oh no, he is in C flat. Oh no, he's in B minor. Oh, you have no taste. Beethoven was black. Y'all arguing about the wrong thing because he think he know it all with his T, with his pinky out. You think you know it all with your T, with your pinky out. And y'all arguing over classic music, whereas if y'all come together like a puzzle piece and he does not know anything about classical music, now you get the opportunity to teach him all about classical music. But see, what's happening is people going in relationships looking for their twin. Do we like the same music? Do we like the same food? Do we got the same favorite color? Are we the same sign or compatible signs? Worrying about a zodiac or a horoscope that somebody done wrote. God ain't write that. God ain't write that. So yeah, just because you read it, some of it sound a little truth. I could tell you right now in this video, you have experienced some things that no one knows about. And some nights you lie up at night looking at the ceiling, feeling the pain that you have experienced that not everyone who has met you knows about. But you will have a breakthrough, and August will be your month. So now, all of a sudden, I could write horoscopes. You see what I'm saying? Y'all read a piece of paper and let somebody then put something down to a little science of the star and tell you a little bit about yourself, and now you base your whole life on that. When half of it right, half of it wrong, but the half that was wrong because you read it, now it done become right because now you manifested it in your life because it told you finna have a bad month, that it's going to be some trying times in this month, and you walking around waiting for something bad to happen. So because you read that and you believe it, now, next thing you know, a bust done hit you in the ankle. And now you done tore your Achilles, got to go to the doctor. Your insurance just got canceled. They give you a $34,000 doctor bill. You apply for Care Credit, but your credit bad. So now you got a $34,000 doctor bill that's going to collections. Why? Because you was telling yourself something bad about to happen because you read that horoscope. And this how y'all doing your relationships. And when I say y'all, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to everybody but you. You know how that is. I'm talking to everybody but you. And so that's how people looking to do their relationships. So now you going looking for all this little stuff. And now you get all of that. Oh, we love the same music. Oh, we just laugh and have a great time. It's just one thing. I love the Lord and he doesn't believe in God. That's the only thing that matter. Y'all like all the same food. So y'all full, but going to hell in a handbasket with a full stomach. Because both of y'all like sashimi and classical music. But you finna go to Satan's house with gasoline drawers on because you done got with this man who don't believe in God. And done talk you out of your belief in God. Why? Because he put that pole on you. Now he done put that pole on, and see now you hearing him loud and clear because God ain't got no pole to put on you. So because you ain't all the way spiritual, you done got put on your back. Now that pole talking to you, now he sound better than God. So now you sitting there listening to this fool, and you mind blown. You are amazing. Where did you learn all of this? Oh my God. All of my life, I've just been brainwashed by the dogma of religion. And then here you come into my life. It's like God sent you, but you don't believe in God. This is just mind-blowing to me. That God is so much bigger than religion. And you know what? Fornication is not even a sin. Because when you're inside of me, I feel spiritual. So now here you is. You done jumped off the side of the cliff because you so desperate for a relationship. This man, and the reason why he know all of that he telling you he don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. Because you don't learn from what you just read. You learn from what you live, what you experience. I ain't got to read the Bible to tell you God real. You know why? Because I done prayed and I done received and I done experienced God. It ain't about the letters in a book. It's about the spiritual impartation, the divine collision with the supernatural that let me know God is real. But see, people don't like rules. People don't like constructs. People don't like regulations, policies, and procedures. People don't like to be held accountable. People don't like to be pushed to greatness. People want to do what feel comfortable. Lusting, it feel natural, it feel normal, it feel comfortable. Fornication, it feel good. Gambling, lying, stealing, cheating, deceiving, coveting your neighbor, all of that feel natural, normal, and good. So that therefore when the Bible speak against it, so now they go doing all the research in the world looking for a way they could disprove the Bible. Oh, you know what? This was actually started by the Caucasoids in the Caucasoid Mountains, who were bestiality and cruel. This is not African spirituality. And they looking for anything that can give them the freedom to do what they want to do. And then come pushing that on you. No. Thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. You keep that. That right there book that you're reading, that man wrote in a cave, that you think divine. Okay. All right, Liz. You look broke, busted, and disgusted to me. Broke, busted, and disgusted. I ain't just talking about money. I'm talking about your spirit. You look broke, busted, and disgusted to me. I don't want no parts of all that what you talking about. Because I done talked to the Lord. I done supped with the Lord. I read my Bible. I live by the Holy Bible. And listen, I'm blessed and highly favored. It feels good over here. Now, even in my tough time, in the trying times, I got a peace. I could smile in the face of adversity. My bank account could be in the negative. I can have every bill collector calling me. I be answering, hey, how you doing today? Yeah, what they got y'all doing in there? Now, hold on now. You trying to collect money, but I can't even hear you because your neighbor in the cubicle talking too loud. Hey, tell her to hush. I'm on there with the bill collector and we just shooting the breeze. And I remember one time the bill collector was more mad than me. He was mad like he owed the money. I'll tell you no lie, this is a true story. The man on the phone, he said to me, Mr. Gaskin, is you gonna pay these people or what? I was like, whoa, brother. I'm like, do you own part of the company? I'm like, why you getting hostile? Like this your money too. I'm like, last I know, the owner of this company do not make the phone calls in the customer call center. Why is you hollering, brother? I got the peace of the Lord. When the Lord move and open up the windows of heaven, I'm going to pay you. Until then, I'm sitting with the peace of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? So you can't tell me nothing about my belief. Don't come telling me about marriage ain't necessary. Fornication ain't a sin. Adultery ain't a sin. No, because I done felt the sin. I done felt the repercussions of that sin. You hear me? So I don't want to hear that. I know what I believe because it's a heart connection. It ain't just something I read in a book. So you have to know what you believe, know what you want, know what you stand for. And hey, I got to go. All right, 30 minutes in here, I got to go. I got a headache. I'm talking to y'all tonight with a headache. You know why? Because I was up today and my car went to iking up. My wife, she texted me and she was like, man, I don't like the way the car driving. It's our soccer car that we drive soccer and all that. So soon as she got home, I said, all right, let me get it. Let me go to Car Mice, get a quote, see what they'll give me. They gave me that. I drove to a dealership, said, hey, this what Car Mice off and what y'all gonna do. I wasn't planning to trade my car in today, but end up getting in there 11 o'clock. Them people ain't let me leave at 6:30. So I ain't get to eat. I missed lunch. Had a little bit of breath mid lunch. Dinner was late. All that time, that thing just threw me off because the body, it hadn't started the headache. So I'm tired today. Didn't feel like coming on here. But when I start reading the comments and start seeing the devil starting to work, I say, okay, yeah. Let me get the message on back out here. Let me stay with the anointing, with the Holy Spirit on this here YouTube every day. Because if I stay away for too long, the devil and his minions start coming in the comments trying to cause confusion. And let me find you, I'm going to block you. And now listen now, I don't just block Satan minions. I give them old message. I give them old, I got to say something back now. I got to get me one off. Now I ain't that kind of Christian to just, now I'm turning the other cheek now, but I'm talking to you while I'm turning. And then block. Hey, block on left and right. Hey, Tony got here. God bless him. Phone about to die. Hopefully I get to do a video tomorrow. We'll talk soon.